Hello, everybody. UTRGV Radio here. We are live with Jonathan, Janie, and Brenda from the South Texas International Film Festival. How are y'all doing?
We're
great.
doing
Thanks.
awesome.
Thank you for having us.
No problem. So, the South Texas International Film Festival, when is that? When is that going down?
That is happening next week, September 5th through the 8th, starting Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. Saturday being the biggest day because we have our red carpet affair and our award ceremony as well.
And what are y'all's roles within the festival? Okay, let's do like a quick introduction, one by one. So,
my name is Jonathan Torres. I was one of the co-founders of the festival, and I'm on the volunteer board helping with technical things like that.
Hi, my name is Janie Martinez, and I'm actually one of the, directors for the marketing and PR, along with Miss Brenda.
Hey, everybody. So, yeah, my name is Brenda, and also the marketing and PR. And we're super excited to be here, actually. So thank you so much for having us.
that is absolutely no problem. It's a great privilege to have, people in charge of like such a something that brings so many people together. We were talking off air that, you got people coming in from Hong Kong, from where else?
From Japan, from Mexico, all over the country. Last year we had about, 30-something, and no, like 20-something guests. And this year we've actually vamped it up, and it's close to 40 coming in from all over the country,
areas.
different countries and everything. I mean, and especially because we had so many submissions, from all over the place.
Yes, we had a total of 127 films submitted from all over the country. So we were really excited because the festival is actually growing as the years go. This is our 4th annual. It was. We were very excited to have that many films submitted.
Yeah, and the great thing is all those people that are coming, they're all professionals in one way or another in the film industry. So it's a great chance for people to connect with, filmmakers and producers and different people from the industry from across the United States and the world, but especially Los Angeles, New York, places like that, Austin.
Mm-hmm.
And you actually worked in Los Angeles for how long?
Yeah. I was out there for about 3.5 years. Moved back to be close to family, but I still have close ties with all the folks out there in LA and still work with people out there on a regular basis. I was a visual effects coordinator for a number of projects, but I was the biggest thing I guess I worked on was like 6 episodes of a series that was produced by Milo Ventimiglia from This Is Us. But I got to work on a lot of really amazing low budget movies that were, to be quite frank, terrible, pretty terrible. And but my thought was we could be doing these films in the Valley. A film that cost $3 million in Los Angeles, we could do it here for like $1 million or under, and that movie would be profitable. And I know that there are plenty of talented people here in South Texas. And so that was part of the reason we wanted to make this festival so industry-based, so focused on the professional side of things.
I want to get into the history, but before we do that, I kind of want to know how much of a, if any, of a culture shock was it coming from the Valley going into, LA?
Well, actually, it was actually a really cool experience because there is a large community of people from the Rio Grande Valley in Los Angeles.
Really?
And it's so cool. Like, they were so welcoming. We got to stay with friends and we got introductions to people. They had this thing where they would have a barbecue every month or two, and all the people from the Rio Grande Valley would come together and make fajitas.
That is so cool.
Pico de gallo and things that you don't necessarily have over there so much. So it was a very welcoming environment. But that being said, it is very different. There is the main thing that we noticed was that the film industry, the television industry, media in general is taken very seriously there. It's here in the Valley, it can be seen as like a pastime or a hobby.
Yeah.
Whereas in some place like Los Angeles, it is a career. So people take it very serious. They are working on educating themselves, getting new jobs, learning new skills all the time. Networking is like mandatory. And so that's one of those things that I just loved so much. And I know that we do that here in the Valley, but we don't do it enough, I think. There's people from Brownsville that are making great films, and there are people from, La Jolla making great films, but they're not really connecting necessarily all the time. And that, going right into the history of the film festival, that's why we started it. We wanted to bring the filmmakers across the Valley together with people from outside of the Valley.
And when did this all start? When did this
So it started
began?
4 years ago. 4 years ago, we started the film festival through I was working with the city of Edinburgh, and the Dustin Michael Secular Memorial Library was contacted by the Mexican consulate, and they had a couple of films they wanted to screen, which had been in Cannes and had gone to these like massive film festivals and had won major awards. And Letty, who is the director over there, she asked me. She told me she wanted to have a film festival, and so we talked about it, and we decided if we're going to have a film festival, we're going to do it right. We're going to do it following all the guidelines we can for international film festivals, make sure that we have impartial judges, we have industry, professional people that are judging these films. We follow as many guidelines as we can, because the goal is to, in a couple more years, apply to be an Academy Award qualifying film festival. And that's a very high bar to reach. So it'll take us some time to get there. We may not get it the first time, the first application, but that's how it started. So we went into it full force with the City of Edinburgh behind us, Edinburgh Arts, Edinburgh EDC, all of our volunteer boards are amazing
Yes.
volunteers.
Yes.
We had a strong group of volunteers. And we
to
made
add
this
to
amazing
that,
thing.
and to add to that,
Yeah, yeah.
the city of Edinburgh has been fantastic as far as backing us up and as far as their support. So yeah, we're excited that the Edinburgh is bringing this to the regional filmmakers and people around the world.
So you've gotten a lot of feedback from this. A lot of people, I guess, prior to this, there was not really a place to showcase.
Well, there's
all
always
this?
been one of the longest running film festival, Latino film festival, is actually Cine Sol, which
the
is
Valley, yeah.
a film festival that's been going on for, I think it's been like 40 years. And
23
years.
years.
Sorry, sorry, I over exaggerated a bit. And so that's one of the ways that I first got into the film community here in the Valley. And luckily, we've been able to work with some of those folks, and some of the people that were early board members on Cine Sol have, come in and helped us. And of course, Henry Sarato from Cine Sol has been a longtime friend of the festival. So I've been in contact with him since the beginning. So we usually do like a booth swap or something like that. But but I think one of the things is that Cine Sol is a festival for people who love films, and we appreciate that. But I think our main goal in the beginning was let's bring opportunity to the filmmakers. Of course, there's no magic bullet, but the goal is to get people to make movies here in the Valley, provide jobs for kids that are that are looking for a future in the industry, Latinos who will want to get their voice out. And I think that's why we wanted to make sure that we focused on the industry side of a film festival, because the truth is that's what the major film festivals do. The major film festivals are meeting places for people who want to make projects happen.
Well, what goes into making this every year? It's been since 2015. What kind of loops do you have to jump through to get this going?
Wow, snap.
It's a lot. I think we mentioned this before. It's a year process. We usually finish our festival, and about 2 weeks later, we regroup. We do a wrap-up meeting and go through what went well, what didn't go well, and after that, we start planning for the next year. So we do have a lot of work goes into it, from submissions to getting submissions in, marketing and promoting that, to organizing the locations where we're going to have it, the city's involvement and support, to again more marketing and promotions, and celebrity guests, trying to get a couple of celebrities to come out and be part of the event. Yeah, a lot goes into it.
A ton. It's quite crazy when you really look at it. We meet once a week. However, we have a couple of our board members who actually meet periodically. We have a group text that we are literally having questions and answers like 24/7, especially now getting closer to the event. But yeah, so much goes into it. It's insane. And now that we've added the fourth day this year, it's even more hectic, but we wouldn't have it any other way.
That's great. And you mentioned the celebrities, getting celebrities to come to the festival. how do you reach out to them? Are you just like, hey, we got this festival in South Texas?
You say, yo, what's
Yeah.
up? Hey.
Actually, it's a process too, because we have to, of course, go through agents and managers, and we have budgets that we have to work with. So, of course, we have to keep that in mind, and we have to put offers in and negotiate offers, and sometimes the ones we want don't work out, so we move on to the next one. So it's time consuming. That's why we have to start, from as soon as we're done, we have to start at that point again, because just that takes a long time, the communication between the artists or the people that we want to come out. So
And what are some of the what's like the lineup for this year's festival?
the lineup as far as
The celebrity
the
appearances.
celebrities. Well, we do have Valente Rodriguez, who's actually going to be hosting the event, and he will be doing an acting workshop as well. Valente Rodriguez
And
is,
that workshop is free, right?
yes,
Yes.
it is free. Yes, thank you for pointing that out. Most of our events are going to be free. There are a couple of events that have a small cost, but for the most part, they range from $8 to $10. The most expensive event is the award ceremony, the red carpet event. That's $60. But all the other events and screenings and workshops and panels are free.
Open to the public.
Yes, open to the public.
And that's because the ceremony comes with dinner. So
Yes,
there you go.
yes, we have.
Oh, wow,
It's
yeah.
a red carpet affair. It's a red
Get
carpet
yourself some
affair.
dinner.
You're gonna see us there, all glammed out. So
Y'all serve like caviar or something like that?
we have some wine and cheese
Oh.
just for you. No, and we will actually be going live from the red carpet, through our Facebook page. So go on our Facebook page and like it. And like that, you get to see a lot of the stuff that's going to be going on. Maybe this time around, you're kind of like about it, but you'll be able to see it live for the most part. And you'll be able to check it out like firsthand. We'll be talking to the celebrity guests, some of the guests that are coming from out of country, to a lot of our sponsors who are amazing for helping us out with all this. So, yeah.
Really quick, going back to Valente, I want to point out Valente Rodriguez has been an amazing part of this festival. He is originally from the Valley, and he has
Graduate of UTPA back in the day.
yes,
UTPA.
yes. So we encourage students to come out and visit with him, especially if you're in the film industry or in the radio, TV. He has a lot of good advice to give.
Really great advice and connections.
Yeah, the first time that I met him last year, we were just sitting down eating at a draft house.
University Draft
House,
yes.
University Draft House. And I kid you not, there's like these golden nuggets that he throws out at you where you're just like, wow, I didn't know that. And, that's stuff that you don't learn until you're out there. And for students that are here that don't know that stuff, this is why it's so amazing to go to these events, because come on, no one else has anything like this, where we have people coming in like Valente, teaching you these things for free, of all things. So that's why, to me, if I was still a student at UTRGV, I would go, and you know what I mean. They will love it at the end of it. It might be a little daunting, like, I don't know, but I honestly urge everybody to go.
Well, and Valente makes everyone feel very comfortable. So.
And also, real quick, I just wanted to mention, JT Campos is going to be here.
Yes.
He is on The Queen of the South. He plays Boaz, but he's also he's a stunt performer, and he just recently performed stunts on Alita Battle Angel. And so he's going to be leading a stunt workshop, which I highly encourage anyone down here who wants to do any sort of action in their films to go check out. We also have Matt Valentine, who is a champion of the sci-fi show Face Off. He's going to be teaching a special effects makeup workshop, which is crucial for anybody who wants to do genre films, horror films, sci-fi films. But again, like the coolest thing about this festival is not necessarily that we have a lot of huge celebrities that have been in every movie, but that they're down-to-earth people that have a lot of experience that you can actually hang out with and talk to and learn from. Make those connections that matter.
Yes.
Not just, sign an autograph.
Yeah,
Yes,
sorry. So something that's really amazing is that sometimes people don't know that there's people like Valente that are from here, people like JT as well.
from
He's
here.
from here. He's from Mission. We also have Sandra Avila, who is from Edinburgh, and she's in LA. She has her own production company, and that's a lot of stuff that people just don't know. They think that, oh yeah, no, the Valley, no, we don't do anything. But in reality, if there's so much that Valley people have gone off to do and are coming back to teach us all these things. So why not go to learn from our own people that took off and went and did amazing things? So again, just come and learn from some of the best people that are out here, and
Absolutely.
they're super down to earth.
I've heard that quite a bit. People, natives of the valley, say that
We're awesome.
they say like, there's nothing to do here. There's not really, I'm from Brownsville, and the it's kind of like a joke that we say. It's like, the best thing to do in Brownsville, just go to Target and just walk around, or like Walmart and just walk around. That's not true at all. Downtown Brownsville is thriving again.
Lot, yes.
But it contradicts that statement, what y'all are doing with the festival, and you're bringing in so much talent with this.
And I kid you not, they've been comparing us to South by Southwest and Sundance. A lot of the people that came in last year couldn't say enough how well organized it was, how amazing and welcoming the people were. And so, we really want to strive to get the word out there. This is our 4th year already. And you know what we've been working really hard to get it out there, but there's still so many people that have no idea this is happening. So, just getting the word out there, a lot of the marketing, oh my goodness gracious. Just so that people can know that this stuff is available here in the Valley. There are things to do here.
Again, yeah, and the reason we're here is because we want to encourage the students of UTRGV to come out and visit with us, visit with Valente, with JT Campos, come out to the workshops. Most of the events, the first 2 days are going to be happening here on campus at the Performing Arts Complex, so they're free. You don't have to drive, you don't have to go anywhere, you just walk over
here on campus.
Yes, right here on campus. So we encourage you students to go out there and check it out. Stop by, visit with us, ask us any questions you may have. You want to be a part of the festival next year, help us as a volunteer. We are welcoming whoever wants to help us
We're
out.
going to be needing a street team. So, look for us next year.
We have a street team.
Yeah.
We have a UTRGV street team.
Exactly. So now we need one.
Exactly. We're working on that.
Like you were saying, for everybody that's in Brownsville, the events that will be happening here at UTRGV are on Wednesday and Thursday. So, hey, catch the bus, come over here and, be part of some of our panels, some of our film screenings that we'll be doing. We have our women's panel and women in films panel who is going to be amazing. We're going to have documentary panels. Of course, we're going to be featuring films. And of course, we have a lot of UTRGV will be also screening their own. So, hey.
I wanted to get into that. There's the UTRGV showcase. Could you tell me a little bit more about that?
Yeah, well, we've worked with UTRGV in the past, and of course, we have a close connection with the film department here. A lot of the people that are part of the board have gone here, so we definitely want to partner up with them. So we're going to be showcasing some of the student work from people that have come through the theater, television, film program here.
That's amazing.
So I think it's going to be great. And of course, there are some really talented people coming out of this program that are going on to other things too. So we want to make sure that we're supporting them right now. And a lot of the official selections that are in competition from throughout the film festival are graduates of either UTRGV or UTPA before that.
Okay.
Oh, and the just to fill you in on the when that is, the UTRGV showcase. Where is it?
Right here, I think it's.
We're looking at our crazy calendar.
So we've got
there are a
just to
lot.
let you guys know
There are a
we're
lot
quiet.
of events happening for this festival.
On Friday, September 7th, at the Edinburgh Conference Center at Renaissance, from 2 to 4 p.m., that's where we're going to have the UTRGV Student Showcase. And they'll also be participating in our Industry Expo, which will be there at the Conference Center. Our main lobby will be filled with people representing media and entertainment industry and talent agencies and such here in the Valley. So we're excited to have that.
The best thing is for you guys to go visit our website, and or our Facebook page, and we have the schedules all over the website, all over the Facebook
Yeah,
page.
we have the trailers for a lot of the movies, woo, a lot of the films, and
Is that like a no word to use?
I don't know.
they are films.
Moves.
Oh my gosh, no. But yeah, I already lost my train of thought on that one. Sorry, I'm the goofy
No,
one.
that's okay.
Of the
we were
board.
talking
Sorry.
about the website. So, so what
Yeah.
is y'all's website?
It's STXIFF.com.
No,
Oh, sorry. STXIFF.com.
U.S.
No, it's .com. We finally got. So there was a little bit.
Sorry,
when
guys.
we started.
This is finalized.
It was .us, but we finally got the .com. So we
Yay.
finally got STXIFF.com.
STXIFF.com.
He's a tech guy, so that's
All right.
sometimes.
Yeah,
we're
you were
already finding
just saying
stuff
you've
out
got a Snapchat filter for the event.
Yes, which is amazing. So if you guys end up going, make sure you snap. And literally, we're going to be having filters and things of the sorts. If you have Facebook, we actually have a filter for your profile picture. So if you want to just, download it, put it on there, show your support, mega appreciate.
All right.
And
when,
like the Facebook page so you can get all the updates.
Yes.
and when is this event taking place? The days.
The days again are September 5th through the 8th. So opening night is Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. The award ceremony, red carpet affair, is on Saturday.
And on
So-
Thursday, we actually have a special screening, which, by the way, got sold out yesterday. And
Really?
we had to literally give away our seats as board members just to give more room.
open up more
Yeah,
seats.
just to open up more seats to the public.
Wow.
And we're so excited about it that so many people want to go see this stuff. It's going to be at the Edinburgh Bistro. And it's I think, the second largest theater there. So the fact that it's sold out and it's still next week and we had to open up, you can only imagine the rest of the workshops and how amazing they're going to be. And again, you know what? I know that the award ceremony is $60. We get it. However, the last year when I walked in, I am not going to lie, it was like, check on my bucket list of attending an award show. Yes, it was a smaller scale. However, you know what? It was so amazing and beautiful, and they were, going through, they were doing a thing. They were doing it. What was it? Valente and Maria. They were doing a run through. There we go. And they were showing the films, and it was just like, wow, like, this is here in the valley. It's
Like,
insane.
legit.
Yeah, it was so
Yeah.
legit. And, everybody who is anybody is going to be there. So obviously, if you want to connect, if you want to network, that is the place to be. And of course, you get fed and, you get to you get to go on the red carpet, the live interviews. There's going to be media galore, taking pictures, meet and greets. There's going to be music and everything else. And I honestly cannot give it up for that. To me, that was the best thing. And that I didn't consider myself a board member at that precise moment. I was just like in awe. So for a lot of you guys that really would want to attend something like this, I really suggest it. And if you want to attend anything else, we do have our all access pass, which is super inexpensive. It is actually like 75 bucks.
And it includes all the paid events, including the makeup workshop, including the paid screenings, and also the industry mixer. Also, anybody who's interested in film who wants to go to the industry mixer, that's going to be at the Echo Hotel on Thursday, following the screenings at the Bistro. So that'll be from 10 to whenever 1 a.m. or whatever. But it's only $10, and it comes with a margarita and an hors d'oeuvre. And but the main thing about that is you get to hang out with the filmmakers that are coming in from out of town, with the people that are here from Los Angeles, from New York, from different places, and you're there with them, drinking and talking and really, really getting down to the nitty-gritty and talking about your projects and talking about what you want to work on next. And there is no substitute for that kind of networking.
Right. So we have a mixer that y'all want to talk about.
Yes, the industry mixer is happening on Thursday. So let me just do a really quick run through of Thursday. Again, Wednesday and Thursday, most of the events or all the events are happening at UTRGV Performing Arts Complex here on campus. So in the morning, well, starting at 2 o'clock, 2 to 6, we'll be having screenings on Thursday. And then from there, we go to the bistro and do a couple of screenings there. And then afterwards, we are going to be having an industry mixer at the Echo Hotel. Now, there we encourage students, adults, or whoever is interested in the film industry, just to come out and network. There is a fee for it. It's $10, but it includes appetizers, margarita, and actually we have a surprise too. We're going to be having JT Campos, our celebrity guest, attend the mixer, so you get to meet him and mingle with him a little, and we're going to be doing a watch party for Queen of the South, and it's going to be season 3, episode 12. So we're excited about that because JT Campos he's really happy to be here in the Valley. He is from Mission, Texas, so he's excited to be a part of the festival, and he really wanted to just have as many people over at this mixer and throw this awesome watch party and just mingle with people.
Is this also a free event?
That one's $10.
$10
at the Echo Hotel, yes. But like I said, it includes margarita, it includes appetizers.
To bump shoulders with
Yes, meet and greet with him. Just get a little bit of. He'll do a mini speech and talk a little bit of his role in Queen of the South. He's Boaz Jimenez at with the show, and again, this would be the watch party for episode 12, season 3.
And because there's alcohol involved, is this an over 21 event?
Well, we can have 18 and over, but we will be carding at the bar. The bar will be carding, yes.
Okay, that sounds good. And the watch party.
Yes, it will be. It
all take place there at the same location.
All at the same time.
At the hotel, yes.
Okay.
So if you guys love Queen of the South like I do,
it starts at 10 p.m. 10 to 1.
Definitely head out there. I ended up seeing on Netflix. I ended up seeing like the 2 seasons, and at first I was like, oh my god, the dude.
No spoilers.
I know.
I haven't
spoiler
seen
alert.
season 3. I'm waiting for it to come out. So I'm actually pretty excited because then I'm gonna be like, oh my god, what happened throughout all the other the entire season. But yeah, honestly, like this is super amazing, guys. Like where else can you get stuff like this, literally? And that's what excites me in particular. So if it excites me, and I'm pretty sure that there's a lot of people out there who might feel the same, definitely head out over there. Yes, and bring your ID, please.
Yes, you will be carded at the bar.
That's your ticket of fun right there.
Yes, you're gonna be carded, but it's okay.
So that's taking place 10 p.m. Thursday, right here on campus, Edinburgh Performing Arts.
Well, it'll be from 2 to 6 on campus, and then 6 to 9 we're at Bistro, Cinemark Bistro, Edinburgh, and then 10 to 1 a.m. we will be at the Echo Hotel on Thursday.
And y'all's schedule is jam-packed.
It is jam-packed. Yes, it is. But we're so excited about it. We're not gonna get much sleep those days.
Yeah, we're gonna be having an app available for people so they can go through and find the screenings and workshops that they like, and they can save their own schedule, so they have their own schedule of what they think is going to be perfect for them. Also, want to real quick just a shout out for everybody here. If you can, even if you can't go to everything else, definitely come to the opening night regional shorts, which is going to be there at the Performing Arts Complex. It's regional filmmakers, people from here, from South Texas, that are making these really good quality short films, and these are in competition for the main award for best regional short film. So it's a really cool thing, and there'll also be a lot of local filmmakers here just to watch that. So come on out, support them, bring your friends and family if you can, and if you're a filmmaker or you're a film lover, we want to meet you. So come out there, introduce yourself. Hopefully we'll all get to know you guys, and we can all start working together on future projects. And then real quick, I just wanted to go over some of the workshops. I don't know if we talked about them all, but so we've got the acting workshop, which you heard about. We've got the stunt workshop, which you've also heard about. And we're going to have Make It Happen Business of Showbiz one with Carrie Valderrama, which is a really cool thing with a guy from San Antonio who has produced independent films and sold scripts. So he can really give you a lot of insight into that pathway of writing an original idea, getting it storyboarded, getting it pitched to people. And speaking of pitches, we have pitches.
Pardon?
We have the pitch. That's going to be happening. So we have the pitch, which is going to be taking place at the Conference Center in Edinburgh, Saturday, September 8th from 12 to 2. And that's where local filmmakers who have an idea for a script, they have to submit a full feature-length script, and then they get up in front of a panel of producers and guests and pitch their idea. And whoever wins, they get a $500 prize. And they also get to talk to these people about the possibility of producing their production. We did it for the first time last year, and this is going to be the second year. And I haven't read any of the scripts, but I've heard that it's going to be really good. So I'm really excited about that. And also come check out all the panels. For anybody who's interested in documentary filmmaking, we have a panel on that. Panel on women in filmmaking, which is going to be great, and feature filmmakers panel. These are the places where you can go and actually ask the questions. We're going to be covering like what makes the good tape for a documentary, what makes good footage, what do you want to capture, how can you get the right answers from people, or not necessarily the right answers, but just get people to open up about what they're, So there'll be a lot of like useful information for filmmakers and for people who just love film.
We also have, we're forgetting one.
Yeah,
We also have another workshop, which is the marketing for filmmakers. That workshop will give a couple of tips. It'll talk about, filmmaking and how you can market your film or when you're working on your production, and it'll go over a couple of tips. It's mainly tips within the industry.
Yeah, which I say marketing is important nowadays, especially if you're going to be self-funding. If you're going to be doing crowdsource funding, things like that, you do need to be marketing your film regionally and stuff. So that'll help with that as well.
Okay. Well, the South Texas International Film Festival is going to be taking place September 5th through the 8th. You can call 956-383-6246 for more info, and you're online at STXIFF? .com, right? .com. Not .us. All righty, guys. Well, thank you so much for being on UTRGV Radio.